Losing a child is never easy, but losing a child to miscarriage may leave a mother at a loss for how to grieve. But our next guest has a book, right there you see it. It's called Empty Arms, Hope and Support for Those Who Have Suffered a Miscarriage, Stillbirth, or Tubal Pregnancy. And it has just gone through a new revision. I'd like to welcome Pam Friedebelt to the show. Pam, a tough topic to talk about, but one that is really so common. Tell me about the statistics here.
It's amazing. 1 million women every year suffer some kind of a pregnancy loss. That's a lot of women each year, and it's devastating. 1 out of 4 pregnancies end in miscarriage, stillbirth, or tubal pregnancy.
Wow. And this is something that happened to you. Tell me a little bit about your experience.
It is. When I was 5 months pregnant, I went into the doctor's office. Everything was normal. I felt great, wonderful pregnancy. And he began to take the ultrasound tests, and we could not find a heartbeat. And so he moved me into another room with more sophisticated instruments and did more tests, and he just said, "I'm sorry, the baby's gone, there's no heartbeat." And it was a total shock. Nothing that
Especially so far along, too.
Yes, nothing we would have anticipated or thought we would experience.
And we have to mention you had another loss as well with your 16-year-old.
We did. We had a wonderful son, Nathan, who was born with Down syndrome. And when he was 16 years old, we were at a Portland Trailblazer game, and he ran out onto the highway and was hit by a car. We kind of called him our little unguided missile. He loved adventure. He loved to bolt. And anyway, that night, that took his life.
So you really got tested on how to grieve for a child and how to heal. And tell me about this revision that you're doing and why you really want people to read this book.
Well, I'm excited about this because there's a whole new group of young moms in their 20s and 30s that are experiencing what I've experienced. And after going through the last 25 years as a clinician and walking with these people in the counseling office, people need tools. How do I process this grief? What can I do to accelerate my recovery? And so I'm hoping that Empty Arms will just give people hope, and it will give them a guideline step-by-step on how they can recover from such a devastating loss.
And you revised because the numbers had changed so drastically, had increased.
Right.
So as a friend, a colleague, or someone close to that person suffering that loss, what can we do?
Well, first of all, I would say ask what you can do to help. Don't assume that what you think will help, because it doesn't always. Ask what you can do to help in practical ways. Maybe ask, can I run your kids to different activities? Can I bring meals? Can I come and clean your house or grocery shop for you? Any of those steps are very practical. I remember when we came home from our hospital stay and the delivery, I had this stack of hospital bills, and I had these aches in my empty arms, nothing to show for this stack of bills. And at that point in time, we were living on a tight budget, and some friends of ours made contributions to help pay for those hospital bills. And so just practical steps that, you know, moms that are young and they're tired, they're grieving, they don't have the energy to do.
What do you say? What do you say to that person?
I think probably less is more. I think just being present. Sometimes we fumble trying to give pat answers and trite little cliches, and we usually blunder with those. I think I love you, I'm here. If there's anything I can do to help you, please let me know. I care.
Grab them and hug them.
Less is more.
Zip it.
We usually make more mistakes if we try to have motor mouth.
And for that person, what should that person do?
I think to help accelerate their own healing, give themselves permission to grieve and to feel. I remember feeling like I was ready for, you know, the institution because I felt so deeply. And we kind of mix that up. Feeling is healing. Grieving, embracing and allowing those feelings to be externalized rather than stuffing them, numbing them, because if we do that, we're going to derail and arrest our healing process.
And so where do we find Empty Arms, Pam?
Empty Arms, you can find that online, Amazon.com. You can find it in any of your major bookstores.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And for someone who suffered such loss, such joy in your eyes. So you're doing something right.
I appreciate that.
Thank you
so much.